like I was saying about the whole Barbara analogy with barbers and studios and why I go to my studio. The reason I don't even think I gave y'all a reason why. The reason why is because if you go to your barber, right? You've been going to that barber for so long, and then you try to give somebody else an opportunity to show off their talent and their skills. What happens is if they mess it up, you're going to regret going to that person. I've been to many studios, and some studios were really good, and some were just like, why did you even consider this a studio? Like, who told you this was even comparable to a studio? You know what I'm saying? Who even told you that this was okay to be called a studio? But I go to this one because, like I said, he's familiar with my craft, he's familiar with my flow, he's familiar with everything I do. So if I change it and I go to somebody else, it's like I could have received better. So I drive about 45 minutes to an hour, and about 30 to 40 minutes to the studio from my house. And yeah, I don't mind doing it, And today I actually have a show right after the studio. Right after the stuff, I'm going in the studio from 9 to 5, between 9 and 3 to 9 to 5, and then from there, I'm going straight to Philadelphia to do a show, So it's just a matter of how bad you want it, you know what I'm saying? How dedicated are you? How focused are you? So it's like, I'm not even worrying about all the dedication. I'm just worrying about the opportunities. My dedication will remain where it's at. You know what I'm saying? My dedication is my passion. My passion is my dedication. So from that point on, I persevere through any necessary thing I have to. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy it, y'all. I really do. Like, you have to enjoy it because I'm telling y'all, it's a brutal business. Second, it doesn't have a curfew at all. Like, it's times where, like, I would be out, say I go to work, and I think I told y'all this, I go to work, and then from that point, I go to work, and then I go to my show, I go to work, then from there I go to Philly, and then from there I get my mind right, prepare for my show, and then go to my event, and then I support other artists as well. I don't just perform and leave. I perform and stay around and support the artists that's showcasing their talent as well. Because it's only right. I would want somebody to stick around for my performance, so vice versa, and stick around after the show's over. Network a little bit. Get to know people, get to build a rapport with different artists and different people that's conducting the show. And then by this time, it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock. And then I got a 2-hour drive ahead of me. So, I go back home and then I might get like a half hour of sleep, an hour of sleep, and then I go to work. And sometimes I do it all again, So it's like when you really focused in this business and you really trying to make something happen, and you really got to work at it. You can't be an artist today and then take a break. It's like this. I'm gonna break it down to y'all. It's like this. Every day that you don't work at your craft and your skill, that's months that you're losing. That's months that you're pushing yourself back. Every month that you don't work at your skill, you're pushing yourself back by the year. Every year that you don't work at your craft, it's pretty much you don't even exist. You're non-existent now. It's like, don't even waste your time. You know what I'm saying? Only way you can get away with not working at it unless you're already put on. Because you have that that right now at hand situation working for you. Meaning you can go to the studio whenever you want, make a hit whenever you want, and put it out. Me, on the other hand, an artist that's in my same position and in my same situation, it ain't that easy. It's we gotta work, 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 work. No sleep, work, 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 work. And then after you finish working, you gotta work even more. Then you gotta add that word harder in there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, we view it as not fair how other artists get put on and they're not as good as you, or whatever the case may be. Like, it's days where I listen to music and it's like, are you serious? But then at the same time, it's like I also gotta acknowledge the fact that I'm not aware of their work ethic. I'm not aware of what they did to get to that point, which was on the radio or which was on a TV screen, on BET, or however it panned out. I'm not aware of that, and neither are you, some people. So it's like we can't always be judgmental on, and this is the contradiction, because I know I'ma still say whatever I'm going to say whenever I hear some whack material on the radio, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Can't be judgmental on different artists because they're still bringing something to the table. In all actuality, we should look at it as a bonus, because if they're so whack, that gives you the opportunity to outshine them. I mean, when you really think about it, if you're so quote-unquote good, you should outshine that artist or those group of people that consider themselves artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of scenario. So, me personally, I'm not really stressing the industry. I'm stressing getting into the industry. Once I get in there, everything else will be easy. I know the formula of making a hit. I know the formula of making a song. I know the formula of making a mixtape and an album. And half the time, my mixtapes are albums. My mixtape called Vacay, that's like an album. I did one song with no hook, and that was called Just Go In. Other than that, my mixtape is an album. All the beats are original. I don't do industry beats no more. I graduated from the industry beats. I got two different producers on hand. You know what I'm saying? I got Delphia Beats and J808. Y'all seen Delphia Beats. J808, for the record, he don't like the camera, so y'all might see him, y'all might not. Who knows? But that's pretty much it, man. Like, I don't want to go to just anybody's studio. I really don't want to, because I'm accustomed to the studio I go to. I'm accustomed to the atmosphere of the studio that I'm going to. So, being as though I go to the studio on a daily basis, mentally, if that makes any sense to you, I don't want to go anywhere else. Until a contract tell me otherwise, I want to go here. I might visit other people's studios, but the beauty of it all is he gets paid to do what he do. It's not a hobby. This is his actual job. So he's gonna make whatever you put together sound so much better than what you presented. Meaning, all you have the ability to do is generate your verses and your hooks. That's it. Once you say your piece and you do your ad-libs, it's all in his hands. It's all in his hands now. All in his hands. Like, some people fail to realize the engineer is who makes you sound that much better. All your job is to do is be an artist. That's all your job is to do, technically. And whoever got a producer, your producer legally has say-so in your craft. Meaning, if you're conducting a song, you're putting a song together and you're trying to execute it a certain way, they can give you hints and ideas. They can tell you, look, let's do this. And if you're smart, you will consider it. I do all the time. You know, it's been plenty of songs. My producers would say, you know, do this, do that, and I would consider it, and it would actually come out to be high. It's been times where my producer would say, or my producers would say, I don't think that's hot, and I would still use it because I know what I know. I know what I like to hear. I know good music, so then I'll put it out anyway. And it'll be hot sometimes. So that's it. So now this next clip that I'm gonna give y'all, I think this is part 2. We're gonna be in the studio. You know, I still gotta figure out how I'm gonna rig this camera up, but we make it happen. You know, the angle might not be the best angle, but hey, it is what it is. It's your boy Living, L.T.P. Y'all know the rest of it. WB, J808, 2 different labels, Chase Brown, pt2, and we're gonna get that breezy on the later bass. All right, I'll holler at y'all in the studio. All right, one.